Hello. We're pretty much looking at a north-south divide to our weather across Europe in the days ahead. This area of low pressure pushing in from the Atlantic with its trailing fronts will push its way eastwards as we move through the end of the weekend and into the beginning of the new week. You can almost see those westerly winds advancing the rain across into Poland, eventually into Romania and Hungary by Sunday. Get to the south of the low and the picture is very different. More sunshine for southern Turkey, for Cyprus, the Greek islands on Sunday, for Sicily. Also, I think for Sardinia and the Balearics, much of Spain and Portugal. But northern Spain and then France picking up more clouds, some heavier showers pushing into France, across the UK, into the Low Countries and Germany. Driven on by a fairly strong westerly wind as well. That will be strong through the Bay of Biscay on into Monday, and then stronger winds feeding down into the western side of the Mediterranean, although it does look like it will remain fine here. A lot of sunshine actually to come across southern Europe through the week ahead. Pick that out from our cities forecast, particularly for Madrid, Rome and Athens. A bit more cloud at times for Barcelona, but my goodness, plentiful showers as we cast our eye further north. London, Paris, Berlin and Warsaw getting off to a wet start to the week. Hello. We're anticipating some very severe thunderstorms across parts of the southern plains of the US in the next 24 hours. We have relatively cool air across the eastern side of North America at the moment, much warmer air towards the west, and where the two come together, the breeding ground for thunderstorms for the next 24 to 48 hours. It particularly looks like the areas adjacent to the Gulf of Mexico will have a real feed of moisture and enable some big thunderstorms on Saturday. Texas, particularly the eastern side of Texas, in line for some torrential downpours. As we look towards the western side of the continent, it's relatively quieter. There should be some sunshine for Vancouver on Saturday. Quite a notable northerly wind coming down the west coast will push a little bit of cloud into the coast. So for Los Angeles, perhaps the sky is rather overcast and that wind swings round and becomes more southerly for Monday, brighter and a little warmer here as well. For Dallas, certainly I think a good chance of some thunderstorms on Saturday, but perhaps more Houston there on the coast in the firing line for that moister air and those heavier showers. Could even see some flash river flooding across parts of eastern Texas through the weekend. For Dallas, for Austin and Houston, the showers continue on into Monday as well. Hello. The seasonal rains are looking particularly heavy to the north of the Amazon basin at the moment, and there are more downpours to come in the days ahead across Colombia, Venezuela, into the Guianas and for the north of Brazil. Further south, the contrast is marked. It has been very dry under a big area of high pressure. It's also been pretty cool across southern Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay and northern Argentina. We'll start to see things becoming just a little milder here in the days ahead. Heavy showers here though, extending from Bogota to Belém all the way across to Fortaleza. Perhaps just the odd shower down the east coast of Brazil on Saturday. A lot of sunshine through the River Plate region. Quite stormy to the far south of Chile though in the days ahead. Quite a cold day to come for the Falkland Islands. For Rio de Janeiro, more in the way of sunshine, I think, as we move into the beginning of the new week. Buenos Aires remaining fine along with La Paz. More heavy rain for Bogota. Starting to see the showers becoming more widespread across Central America and the Caribbean in the days ahead. So some quite heavy downpours pushing in to eastern Mexico, coming in off the Gulf, and some scattered showers across the Caribbean. Some quite wet weather, I think, for western Cuba. Certainly Havana looks like it will see some showers on and off throughout the days ahead. Hello. Looking at our latest African satellite picture, you can see quite a lot of bright white cloud mushrooming across Ethiopia. Heavy showers here recently, more to come in our outlook, heavier than average rainfall. Not quite so marked on the satellite is a weather front working its way across South Africa. Ahead of it, some very warm air getting pushed a long way north across the eastern Cape of South Africa and into Mozambique on Sunday. Behind the front, though, temperatures will fall away markedly. Above average temperatures for Egypt, thanks to southerly winds through the end of the weekend. Generally quite warm, actually, to the north of the African continent in the next 24 hours or so. You can see that drop in temperatures though there for Durban and for Maputo as the front goes through. More heavy rain to come for Addis Ababa. Temperatures close to 40 in Cairo on Sunday. Change of wind direction back closer to 30 by Monday. A lot of heat actually across parts of the Middle East at the moment. No great surprises there, but the surprise really is how far north the heat stretches on Sunday into Iran and Iraq. We will continue, I think, with above average temperatures here in the short term, all thanks to a southwesterly wind. Not particularly strong though, so dust and sand moving around shouldn't be too big a problem. Temperatures are still in the low 40s for Baghdad in the days ahead. Hello. As we look at our latest Indian satellite sequence, it's pretty clear to see now the swirling mass of cloud that is tropical cyclone Taktay. This system is set to continue intensifying and tracking its way northwards in the next few days. Initially, it looked like it may make landfall into Gujarat late on in the weekend, but latest model thinking now has it hugging the west coast of India, but pushing up towards Saurashtra and Kutch, making landfall just to the east of the border with Pakistan, probably Wednesday into Thursday. It'll take wet weather though in to the west coast of India as it makes its way northwards throughout the weekend. Further north, some unseasonably warm air sitting across parts of Kazakhstan, extending down into northern Afghanistan. Scattered showers across the Hindu Kuch. Some pre-monsoonal heat for Karachi and New Delhi. Looking pretty wet for Mumbai on Sunday. And don't forget as well some very stormy seas where we have tropical cyclone Taktay. Further east, some scattered showers, some locally heavy downpours, some of those affecting Bangladesh. For Karachi, I anticipate the weather will look wetter than we see it here in the days ahead. I think our model not quite picking up that reflection of the system pushing in further towards the border with Pakistan. Hello. In the last 24 hours, we've seen some very heavy rainfall affecting eastern China. This whole frontal system is now pulling across towards the south of the Korean peninsula and then will increasingly affect Japan through the early part of the new week. Some very heavy rain, yes, but also some very strong winds affecting South Korea and southern and western reaches of Japan. Not just Sunday though, but on into the beginning of the new week as well. Relatively warm air to the south of this frontal system means above average temperatures in the forecast for the likes of Hong Kong and Taipei in the days ahead. Further south, still looking showery across Indonesia, for Thailand, across parts of Vietnam, as far north as Laos. But we will, I think, see something a little bit drier for the Philippines in the next few days. For Australia, pretty chilly towards the southeast with strong southwesterly winds following in behind this weather front. Along the length of the east coast, though, we should see a lot of fine weather and some sunshine through the end of the weekend. Also, a lot of fine weather further west too. Looking across towards New Zealand, a very different picture. One weather front pushing from the South Island into the north on Sunday will carry some heavy downpours to areas in its path. And then we'll see another front pushing across the South Island on Monday.